Welcome back. From Typhoon Haiyan to school shootings and more, it's easy to get brought down by all the bad news in this world. So, how do you keep your wits about you and keep falling into that anxiety trap? Dr. Sylvia Gehring is here to help us through that, especially going into the holiday season. Welcome. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me.
Good. Thanks so much for being here. So,
thanks.
What do you have to say to this? I mean, it is such an emotionally charged time of year.
Yes.
And right now, with everything that's going on in the world, it can be a bit depressing. So how do we fight the anxiety?
Well, we live in the age of anxiety. It's everywhere. We know that emotions are very contagious. So if you're around somebody that is anxious all the time, you're going to get anxious too. Women develop anxiety at twice the rates that men do.
Why do you think that is?
Oh, well, a couple of reasons. I think it's our socialization. I think we're able to admit it more. Women live closer to their feelings anyway. We are very emotional, and we're very close to our relationships too, which can be turbulent. But the other thing is the biology. There are just some biological reasons why we get, you know, with our
hormone
estrogen, all of that stuff
Sure.
that changes all the time. Yeah, and that wreaks havoc with us.
What are some...
I was going to say, what's interesting is I think we talk about the fact that anxiety is typically higher during the holiday season. You know, I've read statistics that suicide is actually more common during the holiday season. Why is that? In a time when everyone should be happy and people are giving back and people are working with charities and people are spending time with their family, why is anxiety higher in a time that we're usually in a happy mood?
Right.
The expectations that we put upon ourselves are legend. That's really the reason, because as women we expect ourselves to get it all done, and most of us work these days.
Superwoman.
Oh my gosh! You meet yourself coming and going, and we still have those images of how we want our house to look and ourselves to look, and we never meet them. So the stress comes from that.
So what would you say are some good tips? So as we're heading into this holiday season, I'm a working mom. What can I do to help bring the anxiety levels down and still feel fulfilled and happy?
You've got to pace yourself through this holiday season. Please write down your expectations. Make sure that they are realistic, things that you can accomplish.
You can't go to every holiday party.
No.
You can't say
You
yes
can't
to
buy
everything.
everyone a gift.
Right.
You can't send everyone an invitation.
Not at all. And something, I know this sounds minor, but really do watch your alcohol during the holidays. I know that I tend to have too much wine at certain parties, but the sugar really gets you, and that makes you tired.
Does sugar give you anxiety? Or?
It makes you tired and more anxious then. And we do know that anxiety flourishes in a tired mind.
Oh, I think most women could speak to that. I know when I'm more tired, I'm more likely to break down like the drop of a hat and start crying. I'd be like, I'm going to have an anxiety attack, even though I'm not. It's probably just me.
But I like what you're saying
dramatic,
about. I like what you're saying about cutting your list down. Last year, Christmas is just too much for me.
Yes.
I love the reason of the season, but I have too much to do.
Exactly.
And so I started cutting my list down, and I sent out no Christmas cards last year. It was the first time in like 20 years.
But did you feel good about it?
I just felt relieved. Now this year, I'm trying to rally, and I want to pull it out this year. But what else can we do?
You've really got to pace yourself. You got to slow down to go further. I tell women this all the time, that really it's the journey, and I know that sounds trite, but it really is the experience of going through the holidays and spending time with people that you love and things that are fairly simple.
Exactly.
You know, like watching the Christmas lights or going to a play, but very simple.
And maybe
Focus on
taking
what's
out
most important.
the guilt of it, because I think that is, for me, the biggest thing is, well, I should be serving at the soup kitchen, and I didn't sign my kids up for the gingerbread house making thing, and I have this guilt, and I
didn't wrap my banister with garland.
Exactly. That wasn't live.
If you're my mother, which I know she's watching at home, she has guilt that if all of her presents don't have the same wrapping paper, Mom. I know that.
I do that.
We're giving you
and she makes her own handmade bows. Like she puts this like ribbon that has wire in it, and like if I saw like a pre-made bow, she's like, "You didn't make this."
But think about it. You have 30 days to cram all this in. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, and then women wonder why they get anxious and depressed after the holidays. That's when our phone in our office rings off the hook. January, everybody's coming in
depressed.
They're recovering from the holidays.
I'm overweight. My kids
I didn't make the grade.
My house is a wreck.
Exactly.
Well, this is some good tips, and I do appreciate it. It's such a good reminder for all of us, especially as women.
Simple reminders that we just need to hear.
Make
a list, cut it back, pace yourself.
Slow down to go further.
I love that.
That's a good one.
Take in only the good stuff. Take in only the good stuff.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here.
Thank you for your time. And you can get in touch with Dr. Gehring by checking out her website. Get there by going to thebroadcasttv.com. So we've got more table talk coming up next. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.
That's adorable.